Ashley, Johnny found the gummies.
No, it's fine. It's fine. You better have clean hands though.
You better have clean hands.
Johnny, you're not.
You guys are savages. Johnny, bring me them. Bring the candies. Share.
Excuse me.
I'll take one. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, go. Now I'm good. No, you're grabbing hands with all of them. Starting at X? Yeah. Starting, that's what's good. Oh,
Well, it was 7 o'clock here. But they are moving and they're doing the other quarter? Yes. Okay. 7 o'clock at Optimist.
And so here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to game number 3 here in Group A of the day. My name is Jacob Ewing as we get you ready for the Perth Royals versus the East Nepean Eagles. As pitch number 1, we're already underway. As leading things off will be number 21, Lyle, for the Royals. As we are underway here, so Lyle takes strike number 1. As that one's right down the middle, an 0-1 count. That one's up high. It'll be a ball, number 1. As at the mound, to kick things off for the Eagles will be number 10. That's Teddy, who's just trying to get into a rhythm here, who's got a 1-1 count off of his first bat of Lyle. As we'll await the next pitch. Delivered by Teddy. That's going to sink in there for strike number 2. That one's going to be strike number 2. Opportunity to find the strikeout here. Lyle's going to get contact on that one. Teddy will get under it and get the pop fly catch. He'll be out number 1. 2 down to go. A huge early out from the Eagles, and so they'll get the 1, and this will bring up number 20, Tristan, to the plate here. We'll see what Tristan can do with no runners on any bases. He would like to just to kick things off here for the Royals and try to get on base and try to get something to work with. So that'll be ball number 1. This one going to get contact on that one, going to hit it right to the second baseman. The throw to first is there in time. They beat the runner to the bag, and so that will be the second out of the inning, and this will bring up, we'll see who Brace brings up to the plate. Hitting the third spot. He's got to be careful here as there's 2 outs already against him. This will be number 6, Jackson. He will step up to the plate and try to make something happen here. As we await the pitch. Wind up and delivered. That's going to be chopped right to the first baseman. It's going to get out of his glove. And Jackson's just going to run over to first and get there in time. And so just like that, that will be a base hit. And we'll get a runner on first here for the Royals and give them something to work with here. So runner at first. And next up in the lineup hitting cleanup will be Crew. Take strike number 1 as that one hits the outside of the zone. Still have an 0-1 count. To get off Crew's first at-bat of this game. As Teddy at the mound still trying to get in demand. That one's going to be tipped back for strike number 2. And just like that, 1 pitch away from finding the strikeout and ending the inning. Which would be a huge start, here for the Eagles. We'll see if they can find it though, or if the Royals can battle against it. We'll await the pitch. Teddy delivers. Swung on and missed. He's going to get out of the glove, though, so runner's going to be able to go, and Crew's going to get there with lots of time to spare. And just like that, Crew is able to get to first base off of the third strike swing, but it gets out of the back catcher's glove, and, well, He'll take a sigh of relief there. His runner will be safe. We'll have runners at first and second now. And this brings up number 18, Joe, up to the plate here with a runner in scoring position over at second. With a wait the pitch from Teddy. That one's going to find the corner of the strike zone and be strike number 1. Going against Joe, and so we'll start this count off 0-1. 0-1 count. This pitch delivered. Strike 2 is the call, as that one's also going to catch the outside of the zone. And so he'll go down 0-2 early. Teddy, an opportunity to get the strikeout here. Pitch delivered. Great bit of foul back in a battle by Joe. He's able to foul that one off and stay in the count at 0-2. As Joe will await the pitch. It's delivered, and he's going to foul that one off as well. Great bit of protection here by Joe, not letting him struck out as he's staying in it here. Still staying at 0-2 count with a runner at second and first. Just trying to advance him, but there's 2 outs against him. He's got to be careful, and he knows that. We await the pitch, and he's going to foul that one up. We'll see if someone can get under it. It's going to stay in field territory, but that catcher can't get an eye on that one, and nobody will end up getting under it, and we'll go back to the plate where Joe will continue his at-bat. Still 0-2 in the count. He's fouled off a couple in a row, trying to stay in it. Teddy delivers, trying to find the strikeout, and he finds it as that one finds the corner of the strike zone, and that will do it for the inning. The Eagles throw a scoreless inning and don't allow any runs against them, but it will be time for them to hit the bats and try to get their offense going as we head to the bottom of the first. And the Royals will take to the outfield. We'll see who's going to start on the mound for the Royals as their starting pitcher, as this is, I believe, the last game of Group A before we head to the quarterfinals, as I believe we'll have 1 quarterfinals here today, and the other one played over at Optimist. It looks to be number 20, Tristan, for Perth. Going to kick things off at the mound. See what he can find.
I don't have $5.
And so Tristan will just get warmed up before we're moments away after first pitch and underway in the bottom of the first inning.
He had like a 25, a 31 drop.
Yeah, and he throws like this. 30 drop 5. I know.
No, we don't. Mr. Beast?
That's a question. It says right there.
I'll give you $40. No, I think it's so light.
Yeah.
And so leading things off for the Eagles will be number 7. That's Daniel. As they'll look to get things on track here for the Eagles here in the bottom of the first. We'll step into the box, and we're going to get underway here in the bottom of the first inning. Still tied up at 0-0 apiece as Perth wasn't able to get on the board here in the top of the first. So we'll see what Tristan can do here from the mound as the starting pitcher for the Royals, if he can get going early, or if the Eagles can take advantage of a fresh new pitcher. Goes for the bunt, and that one's just going to be called foul as it just was not able to get square, and in fair territory it just gets fouled back. So we'll start off this count 0-1 and go back to the mound with Tristan. Daniel trying to get something in fair territory. He's going to hit that one. He's going to go right to the shortstop. He's going to scoop it up, and it's just going to get out of his glove. And so Daniel will be safe at first base as the throw was not been able to be made as the shortstop just couldn't get that one in his glove. And just like that, the Eagles have a runner on first base and some to work with here as we move on in the order I believe this will bring up number 4, Elliott, to the plate now. That's going to be strike 1 as that one just finds the corner of the strike zone. And we'll start off this count of 0-1. As Elliott just looking to advance. Daniel over at first. That one's in there. Just going to be called high. And so that will be ball number 1 of the at-bat. And we'll go 1-1 in the count. So Elliott will prepare back up. Square back up and we'll get back going. Runner at first, just trying to advance him into a scoring position. Elliott is. Pitch delivered. That one's going to be down in the dirt, so that's going to advance Daniel as that ball gets free from the back catcher. And just like that, Daniel advances himself over to second and puts himself in a scoring position. So a hard hit ball into the outfield will score him. And we'll see if Elliott, with an opportunity to pick himself up an RBI, takes advantage of it. That pitch delivered. He's going to hit that one. It's going to get through the gap of second and third. And runner is going to stay at third, and that's going to put runners in the corners at first and third. And just like that, the Eagles are a base hit away from scoring a run and getting on the board first. It brings number 10, Teddy, to the plate, who pitched the first inning for the Eagles. And we'll see what he can do from the bats now. He's going to fake bunt, pull away, get strike number 1. They're going to go for the runner going to second, and they're going to just cut that off and let him go. So runners advance to second, and that puts 2 runners in scoring positions now at third and second base.
Yes.
Teddy's going to foul that one off. And that's going to count against a strike against him. Tristan trying to get out of the jam. He put himself in. Swing and a miss. Gets him swinging. Strike number 3 is the call, and that'll be the first strikeout here in the bottom of the first. Huge pitch there by Tristan to get him swinging. So that'll be 1 down, 2 to go here. Still with runners at third and second. We move on in the order. We move to Ethan at the play here. Pitch number 1 going to be way inside. Ethan will take a step back and take ball number 1. So we'll start this count off 1-0. This one delivered. He's going to crank that one. It's going to get between second and third. 1 run's going to score. They're not going to let Elliott go to home. They're going to make him stay at third. And just like that, Ethan picks himself up an RBI single as he chopped that one right in between the third and second bag. And it's a 1-0 East Nepean game here early on in the bottom of the first inning. As we'll continue on in the order. Brings number 5, Brody, up to the plate now with his first at-bat. He's going to hit that one foul and just slice it to the left. And so that will start this count off 0-1 off of that foul ball. Pitch from Tristan. That one's going to be down in the dirt. Going to advance the runners too. He's going to come home from third. And he's going to be safe and sound as he slides in there. And runner now from first is going to go all the way to third. And so just off of a miss throw from Tristan at the mound to home plate, back catcher couldn't get any stoppage on it. It scores a run and advances the runner all the way from first to third. So it's a 2-0 Eagles game here in the bottom of the first. And a base hit away from making a 3-0 game. If Brody can drive home a single, still with only 1 out here, Perth has got to be careful as they do not want a big lead going the Eagles' way after only 1 inning. Tristan delivers the pitch down in the dirt. Good block by the back catcher, though, to contain that one. And so that will be a ball. And a swing and a miss, and he loses the bat. Just lost grip on that bat through the swing, but nonetheless, that will be a strike against him. So Brody will step back up. As I believe him, we're approaching almost a full count here. Pitch from Tristan. Swing and a miss. Strike number 3. As Tristan able to find his second punch out of the inning. And have 2 down, 1 to go. And brings up number 13, Victor, to the plate. Tristan trying to get out of this inning. He's already allowed 2 runs. And with a runner at third, he would love to keep it that way, but You know the Eagles are going to bring the offense here to try to drive home that runner at third. And that's a hard hit ball right to left field. That ball's getting up, and it's going to hit almost it's going to get almost to the back fence. So one run's going to score. Victor's going to get all the way to second, and that's going to be a hard hit RBI double for Victor. He got all of that ball and cranked it all the way to left field. And just like that, it's a 3-0 East Nepean Eagles game with a runner at second base, also in a scoring position. We move on in the order. Brings number 6, Jacob, up to the plate now. This pitch delivered by Tristan is inside. Going to allow Victor to run from second to third. He's going to get there with tons of time to spare. And that puts another single away from adding a run. But with the Royals with 2 outs, they have an opportunity to end the inning and get out of this without allowing any more offense going the other way. Not going to find the plate. That one was just outside. That one's going to be a ball. This one also delivered. Good contact right to the second baseman. He'll scoop it up, and the underhand toss to first is in there with lots of time. And that will do it for the bottom of the first inning. East Nepean brought the offense, scoring 3 runs and left a runner stranded at third base. So had an opportunity to make it 4, but just couldn't find any solid contact. So nonetheless, a very solid inning from the Eagles, but they have an opportunity, the Royals have an opportunity to hit to the bats and try to get their offense going, as it's still so early on in this game, and we'll see what they can do here. I believe it's going to be Thomas or Joe going to lead them off. We'll find out just momentarily who is going to lead off the inning for the Royals. And it looks to be still at the mound will be number 10, Teddy, who's going to pitch his second and final inning of work, as you're only allowed to pitch 2 innings here in this tournament. So Teddy will pitch 1 more before he's all done.
Xavier! Oopsies. My bad.
Remember the first time? Yeah, no.
Xavier.
I mean, the other time. There's only one dog in the Oh, yeah? What are you hitting? Oh.
Stop touching my phone.
I'm batting like
And so we'll get this top of the second inning underway here. Leading things off will be number 29. This will be Thomas at the plate. So here we go. We'll see if Perth can get their offense going. They're down by 3, but they have an opportunity to try to reel it back in. Strike number 1 off the swing and miss. And so he'll go 0-1 down in the count. And we'll await the next pitch. This one delivered. It's another swung on and missed, as that's going to be strike number 2. So 2 against him, and he's got to be careful here. Protect anything over the plate. We'll see what Thomas can do. This one delivered. Swung on and missed. Strike number 3. 3 pitches is all it takes. And so he'll go down swinging and move on in the order here. So we'll bring up number 2, Cooper, to the plate here. And we'll see what Cooper can do here as we'll await the pitch from Teddy. That one's going to be way up for ball number 1. And so we'll go 1-0 in the count. We await the next pitch. That one's going to be way outside again. We'll do ball number 2. And so Cooper getting an early lead to this count, as he's up 2-0. That one delivered. He's going to hit that one right up the second base line and get a base hit for Cooper to start off his night at the plate. And just like that, the Perth Royals have a runner to work with over at first with only 1 out. They'll try to advance him into a scoring position. And that's be a foul back here, as this is Braden at the plate now. So that will be fouled back. We'll see what Braden can do here in his next pitch. That one's going to be high. It actually gets free. And so Cooper's going to advance to second off of that wild pitch from Teddy. And just like that, runner is now in a scoring position here for the Royals. And we'll see what they can do here. Pitch delivered. Strike 2 is the call. As that one's able to find the bottom of the zone, it's a 1-2 count. And a swung on and missed from Braden. Can't find contact. And that will be strike number 3. Put it 2 down, 1 to go here for the Eagles, who are trying to keep the offense to a minimum for the Royals. We'll see if the Royals can fight against it with a runner at second. This brings up number 25, Jude, to the plate here. We'll see if Jude can find a gap. Strike 1. He takes that pitch looking. And that puts them 0-1 down on the count. That one caught the inside of the zone. Next pitch. Not in there, just low, calls the umpire. So that will be a ball and put it at a 1-1 count. And another swing and a miss from Jude. Can't find contact on that one. That'll be strike number 2. He's got no more strikes that he could afford to give up. He's 1-2 in the count. Teddy trying to end the inning with this pitch. And he does it. Strike number 3 ends the inning. As the Royals can't find any sort of offense of their own, they keep it a 3-0 Eagles lead. And so the Eagles will take back to the plate in the bottom of the second and try to add to their lead. It's already a 3-0 lead, and well, the Royals got to be good here from the field. They can't afford to give up a huge lead going into the rest of this game, especially that's how you kill a lot of momentum and get a momentum going the Eagles' way. So if they can have a huge inning here, if Tristan can play some shutout baseball, this will be his last inning of work. The Royals will set them up for success as they're already down by 3, so they got to play a bit of comeback ball here. Still lots of time to go here. We're only in the bottom of the second though, so.
Ow. Larry Bird. I'm so sorry, I never got that.
It's okay, I figured it out.
Okay,
It's all good. No, please don't. I know you're. Don't worry. I'm good.
And so we'll get back underway here in the bottom of the second inning. Leading things off for the Eagles will be number 3, Declan. And we'll see what Declan can do here as he'll get this bottom of the second underway. Tristan still at the mound for the Royals, looking for a successful second inning of work. Ball number 1, that was just a little low for Declan's first at-bat of this game. So we'll start this count off 1-0. As we await the next pitch from Tristan. Collects himself. And that one's going to be hit right past the mound. Actually, he's going to get in his glove, and he's going to get it to first in time. A great play there by Tristan, who was able to get on the ground. I couldn't see it from my perspective, but he ended up keeping that one in his hands. Throw to first is there in time. 1 down, 2 to go. Tristan does it by himself. And this brings up number 8, Caleb, to the plate here. Pitch number 1, and that one's going to be fouled back. We'll see strike number 1. I'll go 0-1 in the count, as just couldn't find that one square. So it'll be an 0-1 count as we resume back at the mound. Tristan loads up and releases, and that's going to be hard contact right in between second and third. Finds the gap past the shortstop, and he's going to look at second, say no, and he's going to stay at first. So a hard hit single by Caleb there gets the runners going for the Eagles and gives them something to work with here. We'll see if they can try to advance him, as this brings up number 12, Derek, to the plate here, and we'll see what Derek can do. As he's got a runner, he would love to try to advance him into a scoring position. Tristan trying to get out of this one though. Pitches it just high. We'll have ball number 1. And we'll start Derek's first at-bat of this game off 1-0. So a 1-0 count. Tristan lines up and delivers. That one's also going to be high, identical to the first pitch. We'll go to a 2-0 count off of ball number 2. So 2-0. That one's going to be outside. Couldn't find the strike zone. It's a 3-0 count. One more ball would spell a walk for the Eagles and put runners on second and first. We'll see if Tristan can battle against it, though. He needs to find some strikes. He can find strike 1 as that one hits the top left corner of the strike zone. This is a 3-1 count. We'll see if Tristan can battle against it more, make it a full count. He can. Strike number 2. As that one gets through the strike zone. And just like that, Tristan's battled back in this to make it a full count. Can Tristan finish the job, though, and find strike number 3? Or will Derek get a walk or even something in fair territory? Ball number 4 is the answer. So puts runners at second and first. And one in the scoring position. We'll see if the Eagles can work with this now that we reach the bottom of the order with number 9, Max, at the plate here. Tristan gonna let that one go. Take strike number 1 with Max's first at-bat of this game. And so we'll go 0-1 in the count. That one's gonna be popped up right to center field. Center fielder's gonna call it and get it in his glove. And so Max will be out off the pop fly. And just like that, we'll have 2 outs with runners at second and first, and we'll go back to the top of the order with Daniel taken to the plate. And we'll see what he can do. We'll await the pitch from Tristan. He winds up and lets it go. Ball number 1, that one's off the plate. Daniel just looking for some sort of line drive. That's going to be another ball as that one goes off the plate as well. Tristan collects himself, trying to get out of this inning. That's going to be way inside. Good dodge there by Daniel to take a step back and not get hit by that ball. And they're just going to take a look over at first, make sure everyone's doing what they're supposed to be doing. So he'll resume back at the mound. Next pitch. Finds strike number 1. Finds the inside corner of the strike zone. And he starts his battle back into this count. Strike 2 is the call. As he's 1 away from ending this inning, it's a full count. He has battled right back into it on back-to-back counts, but can he finish this one off? Pitch delivered. Ball number 4 again. And that one will load the bases up for the Eagles with 2 outs. An opportunity to do some real damage here if East Nepean can get a hard hit ball into the outfield as number 4 Elliott comes to the plate. But a play in any bag would end the inning. That one's going to be chopped right to the mound. They're going to try to flip it to home, and it's there in time as he doesn't have to tag the runner. Keeps a foot at home, and just like that, the Royals keep the bases, strand the bases for the Eagles there in the bottom of the second. And that will do it. We'll head to the top of the third. As the Eagles will have a 3-0 lead going to the top of the third, and the Royals will head back to the bats. And an opportunity, to slowly but surely come back in this game if they can get on the board here. That's got to be the goal. At least get on the board and start the work that needs to be done. As you're down 3-0 early on to the Eagles, but still lots of baseball left to play. And so we'll have a new pitcher take to the mound here for the Eagles. This will be number 5 Brody. What's up, guys? No, they're good. They're just saying hi. And so we'll get ready for another inning of work here in this game, going to the bottom of the fourth. We'll see who's going to lead things off here for the Royals just momentarily. I believe it might be, I'm not sure off the top of my head. It looks to be number 21, Lyle, who's getting ready there, but we'll find out officially in just a few moments. As batter's call didn't know, it won't be Lyle. It will be, we'll find out just momentarily when he steps into the box. And I believe Lyle's going to be on deck. It'll be number 11, Mitchell, up to bat first here for the Royals here in the top of the third inning, as he'll look to get on base, and I'll start things off successfully here for the Royals as we're off and underway now in the top of the third inning between East Nepean and Perth. That one's off the plate, ball number 1, as that one couldn't find the zone. So ball number 1, 0-1 count, pardon me, 1-0 count. That will be strike number 1. As Mitchell gets caught looking at that pitch, will be a 1-1 count. Brody will try to settle into this game early on, as this is his first inning of work. Swung on and missed by Mitchell. That one had a lot of movement on it by Brody. He moves that one down into the zone. We'll go 0-2, an opportunity for Brody to find his first strikeout here. If he can get one more through the strike zone. We'll see if Mitchell can defend against it, though. And that one will be tipped back. So a good bit of protection there by Mitchell. Not to take a strikeout. He'll stay in the count. We'll stay at 1-2. So load back up. And await the pitch. It's delivered. And Mitchell gets underneath of that one. Gets popped up right into a gap between the shortstop, second, and center field. And just like that, Mitchell gets a single off of that hit, and he'll take the first base here. A great start for the Royals, as they'll get a runner to work with now at first base and try to advance him into a scoring position. This brings the bottom of the order, number 14, Elliott, to the plate here, and he'll just try to advance his runner at the first base. First pitch delivered. Down in the dirt will be ball number 1, and we'll start this count off 1-0. So 1-0 count. This one delivered and fouled back. As Elliott takes a chop on that one, but go a strike against him. So Elliott will square back up to the plate and try to get some contact. Brody delivers the pitch. That one's going to be inside. He'll back up and take a ball. 2-1 count called from the ump. As Elliott will step back up and we'll see what he can do. Pitch delivered, and he will get contact on that one, as that pitch from Brody seemed to be outside and it kind of curved right back into the zone. And so a great play there by Elliott to take a swing, as that one could have found the side of the strike zone. He'll stay in the count though at 1-2. This one delivered. He's going to chop that one right to the shortstop, and he can't scoop it. And just like that, runners are going to advance to second and first. The Royals, a beautiful start to the top of the third inning, exactly what they wanted. And we'll move on in the order. We go back to the top as number 21, Lyle, will step up with nobody out and runners at second and first and one out of scoring position over there at second. He's going to look for a bunt. Can he get it square? He'll just hit that one foul. Couldn't get it in fair territory. So he'll have to go back to the home plate. So he'll take strike number 1 after that foul bunt. 0-1 count. Brody trying to stop the damage. Tries to curve one in there. Can't find the zone though. As Lyle has the duck for that one. It'll be ball number 1. Go 1-1 in the count. This one delivered. He's got to back up to make sure he doesn't get hit by that one. So we go 3-1 now. So Pardon me, I don't know if it's 2 balls or 3 balls. This one pitched and fouled back, so he'll take a strike on that one, but wanted to take a chop as he thought he saw an opportunity. And just like that, 2 strikes against him. He's got to be careful here as Brody will be looking for the strikeout. We await the pitch from Brody. As he delivers the pitch. And he fouls it off. Throws that, it looks like a curveball. It does look like he curves once more. And a great play by Lyle there to get any sort of contact on that one and foul it off. It's a 2s across the board, 2-2 count. As Brody's still looking for the first out of the inning. Delivers. Fouled off by Lyle again. He's staying in it. He does not want to go down swinging. This one delivered from Brody. Lyle going to finally get that one to fair territory. It's going to right over top of the mound, and they're going to throw to second, and they're going to get the out at second base off the soft throw from the shortstop. And just like that, it will advance the runner to third and put runners in the corners. 1 out, and this will bring up number 20, Tristan, who pitched the first 2 innings for the Perth Royals. But we'll see what he can do from the plate now. As he's got an opportunity to get the Royals on the board with at least a single. We'll see if he can make it happen. All he needs is some hard-hit contact. That one's going to be down in the dirt. Runner's going to go to second. In the throw, they're just going to throw it to the shortstop and try to contain everybody at third base. So runner advances, and that will make 2 runners, both in scoring positions now at second and third, and a real opportunity for Tristan to do some damage. We'll see if what he can find here. A line drive would score them at least a run. He's going to chop that one just foul. And so that will be a strike against him. This one comes through. Going to be behind him. And a good catch there by Daniel, the back catcher, to contain that ball, make sure it doesn't get out of his possession. And so we'll go back to the plate with Tristan deep in his count. This pitch delivered. Ducked. He has a duck to get out of that one. He'll take another ball. So Brody will prepare. Pitch. Strike gets the call. As that one found the plate. 3-2 count called from the ump. Full count scenario. Huge pitch incoming to find the second out. Can Brody find it? Down in the dirt, ball number 4. This will load the bases up for the Royals and give them a real opportunity to try and get back in this game. They're down by 3, and that means tying run is over at first base. We'll see what they can do here. Stepping up to the plate will be number 6. That's going to be Jackson. And we'll see if Jackson can find some real solid contact. Brody delivers. He knows what type of situation he's in. That's going to be inside. It's going to get free. No runners are going to go. As that decision all came down to Mitchell over at third base. If he went, that would allow everyone else to go. He decides not to go, and he'll stay. And so that will be ball number 1. And kick this Jackson's count off 1-0. Pitch delivered. Strike 1's the call as that one couches the outside of the plate. And that will go 1-1 now in the count. This next one delivered. Going to be high and outside. That will be a ball, and we'll go 2-1. He just couldn't find the plate. Brody delivers that one. Contact by Jackson. Gonna throw home. They're gonna tag home, which is gonna get the out at home plate and stop any runs from going home. A great play by the first baseman to get the glove and get the catch, and instead of tagging first base to get the out on the runner going to first, they get the play at home, which allows no runs to score and keep the bases loaded now with 2 outs. Huge play. This brings number 19 Crew up to the plate. Still an opportunity for the Royals to do some damage. Strike number 1 as that one curves in there and finds the zone. Go 0-1 in the count. So we'll await the next pitch. A swing and a miss. Crew looked for some solid contact there, couldn't find it. So he'll take a ball. This one delivered. And it just misses what he's calling. As Brody thought he had one there. But it's called a ball. This next one delivered. Swung on and missed by Crew. That will do it for the inning. The Royals leave the bases stranded. Bases loaded, stranded. Just couldn't find any runs. And just like that, we'll continue to the bottom of the third inning with a 3-0 lead going the Eagles' way. As they have an opportunity to extend their lead. As we'll see who's going to take to the mound, as it will be a new pitcher for the Royals. As we'll find out just momentarily who it's going to be.
What's your favorite
Sure, they're not pushing him around.
What's your favorite MLB team? Jacob.
Blue Jays. It's obvious.
Oh, what time? Oh, 5:12. Yes, sorry. I thought you meant like, I don't really know. Go make sure they're not. Alex. No. Go make sure they're not bugging him.
No, they're jumping Dylan, not Evan.
Where's your grandfather?
I have no clue.
Oh,
I haven't even talked to him today. I don't even associate him.
Okay, get up. I can feel the veins in my head popping.
And so we'll get the bottom of the third inning underway here at Shannon's Corner in our final game of group play here in Pool A. And it will be the Eagles back at the bats. And a great catch there by the back catcher to get that one, but that will be ball one nonetheless. And start this count off 1-0.
I just gotta check this. Check right
And that one's going to be chopped foul. That is number 10, Teddy, at the plate now. He's got the beautiful Jordan cleats. I got to say, those are very nice.
Scooch over.
And so that will be strike number 1 as he fouls that one off. And so we'll start this count off 1-1.
Want a snake bite?
Next one's delivered. It's going to be outside as well. It'll be ball number 2, and we'll take a look who is at the mound. It will be number 11. That's Mitchell for the Royals.
No thanks.
He's pitching his first inning of work here,
Like a Russian.
coming in
What is it?
for relief.
This?
After the starter, that's going to be another strike there as he finds the zone.
Russian. Yeah, it doesn't hurt.
So that will be 2-2 now. Opportunity for Mitchell to find the first strikeout here of the inning. If you get one more in the zone, that one's going to be up high. Put us at a full count here. Huge pitch incoming for Teddy's second at-bat here of this game. It's a full count scenario.
I'll just get at you.
Mitchell delivers. That one's going to be a hard hit right between the second and shortstop.
One time.
And just like that, Teddy starts things off for East Nepean with a single. Brings up number 11, who's hitting cleanup. This is Ethan. We'll see what Ethan can do here with a runner at first. He'll just look to advance him.
Will you be good at it? No,
And so we'll await the pitch from Mitchell trying to settle into this game. That one's going to be fouled back. They'll take strike number 1. And so we'll start off this count 0-1. Off the foul back.
Let's hit loose.
With Ethan's second at-bat here, trying to make something of it. They're going to make no pitch. So I believe he threw that just a little early. As he'll be ready now, as he wasn't in the box for the last one, but now he is. Mitchell delivers, swung on and missed. That one's going to hit the dirt. And runner's actually going to get all the way to second off of that one. And so he puts himself in a scoring position and advances the runner. So 2 strikes against him. He's got to be careful here. This next pitch delivered. Strike 3 is the call. As Mitchell gets the first punch out of the bottom of the 3rd against Ethan. And so it's 1 down, 2 to go here. This brings up number 5, Brody, to the plate, who pitched the top of the 3rd and pitched it very successfully. And we'll see what Brody can do here. He'll get himself ready. And we're under. First pitch going to be outside. Good ball number 1. Mitchell couldn't find the zone on that one, and start off with ball number 1 for Brody's second at-bat of this game. With a runner over at second, would love to advance him or even try to get him home. Next pitch delivered, swung on and missed from Brody. Couldn't find contact, and so he'll take a strike against him. And we'll go 1-1 in the count now with a swing and a miss. As we go back to the mound. With Mitchell taking his time. Release, and that's good contact. Finds a fair ball out in left field, and runner's going to be waved home. The throw to home is not there in time. Is called safe at the plate. Safe at the bag, and the Eagles extend their lead to 4-0 off of a phenomenal throw from the left fielder.
Great call.
Get your shit together,
And so a great throw from the left fielder, called not there in time. I believe called catcher's interference. Nonetheless, he's going to be safe at the plate, and it will be a 4-0 Eagles game here with a runner at second. So we'll move on in the order. This will be number 13, Victor, at the plate now with a runner over at second. And only 1 out, I believe, in the inning. That one's going to be down. That'll be ball number 1 for Victor's at-bat here, and we'll put him in a 1-0 count. So we'll await the next one from Mitchell. He loads up and delivers. That one's going to be at his feet, and runner's going to be allowed to advance here, as that one got through from the back catcher. So runner's going to get all the way to third now, and so a base hit scores the Eagles another run here, so they have to be careful. And so we'll await the pitch from Mitchell. He's trying to get this team out of this jam. That's a hard hit ball right to foul territory in right field. Couldn't get a hold of that one, so that will count against a strike against Victor. 2-1 count called from the ump. And we'll resume play. This pitch going to be chopped right to the mound. Mitchell's going to gather, throw to the home. It's called out at the plate.
That's only 2. That's only 2.
And so that will be the second out of the inning, as they deny the Eagles of scoring any more runs and keep it at a 4-0 game. As Victor gets all the way to second off that chop ball to the mound. But nonetheless, that's exactly the play that the Royals wanted. They couldn't allow any more runs, and they keep it at a 4-0 ball game. We'll move on in the order. We'll bring up number 6, Jacob, to the plate here. That one's going to be ball number 1 as it's off the plate. So we'll start this count off 1-0. Next pitch delivered. Also going to be up. Well, ball number 2. Go 2-0 in the count now. It's 2-0 count. That one's going to be off the plate as well. 3-0 is the count from Jacob's at bat here. He's got to be careful. We'll see if Mitchell can try to deliver some strikes here, as he would not want to allow a walk. That one's going to be down in the dirt. Going to let runner to advance. Victor to third, and he's going to get there with tons of time to spare. Put runners in the corners at first and third, and give another opportunity for the Eagles to add to their tally. Is up next in the order is number 3, Declan, to the plate. An opportunity to get himself an RBI with a hard hit ball. We'll see what we can find. That's going to be a strike. A good play by the back catcher to make sure everyone stays where they are, except for Jacob, who decides to go from first to second. So he's able to get the second base, puts runners at third and second, and both in scoring positions. We'll see if the Eagles can work with this here. They would love to add to their lead, but the Royals want to shut them down. Strike two is the call, as that one will find the bottom of the plate. And it'll be 2 strikes against him now. So an opportunity for Mitchell to get out of this inning with one more strike. We'll see if he can find it. He delivers off the plate. And that'll be a 1-2 count. So couldn't find the spot he wanted. And so we'll get back ready at the plate. He loads up and fires. Swung on and missed. And now will be strike number 3 and out number 3. As will be a punch out for Mitchell. And that will do it for the bottom of the third inning. The Eagles add 1 run to their lead and make it a 4-0 game as we head to the top of the 4th with an opportunity as the Royals take back to the bats to try, well, to even get on the board here. They have yet to break through the defense of the Eagles, and they'll have an opportunity to here with a fresh new 3 sets of outs. And we'll find out who's going to lead off and who's going to pitch. We'll see if Brody hits back to the mound for his another inning of work. And he will. He'll pick up the mounds. He'll pick up the ball. So Brody had a scoreless inning in the top of the 3rd. We'll see if he can do it once more in the top of the 4th. This is our final day of game of group play in Group A. We had 2 games earlier than this. We had the Colts Hunt team play the Perth Royals in our first game, and the Colts ended up taking that one in a thriller comeback, 5-4. And then we also had the Colts team take on this Kingston Colts team, coached by Coach Hunt, take on the East Nepean Eagles, also in the game right before this, and they lost that one. I believe the final score was 10-6. And so nonetheless, that brings us right here for the final 2 teams of this group to battle it out. I believe this is for, if the Eagles win, they secure top of the group. And if the Royals win, I believe, actually, I'm not sure where that will put the Royals. It would kind of make a 3-way type of situation where, because each team would have won 1 game, but nonetheless, we'll find out if that happens. The Royals have a bit of work to do to even get in that scenario, so right now we'll just focus on this ball game. But this will matter for seeding, as we'll see the teams that will play. We'll find out the 2 teams that have to play after this game, as we'll have 1 quarterfinal game, I believe, right after this one. So we'll get the top of the 4th underway here in a 4-0 ball game, an opportunity for the Royals to do some damage. As pitch number 1 comes through from Brody, he's going to be hit right to the shortstop, scoops it up. The throw to first is there in time. He beats the runner. And so that will be 1 down, 2 to go. Yes, I believe that was Joe that gets the ground ball out. This is Thomas at the plate now. Ooh, he's going to take that one inside for ball number 1. Slowly but surely, we feel a couple raindrops come through. Not this thing you want to hear, but we'll see if it, hopefully it stays off. Thomas going to hit that one right to the first baseman. He's going to scoop it up in his glove and run to first base to get the second out and beat the runner. So a quick 2 down, 1 to go here as the Eagles try to retire the sign. And next up at the bats will be number 2, Cooper. And we'll see if Cooper can defend against it, because he's got 2 outs against his team and would love to keep them in this inning. Pitch number 1 delivered. Strike 1's the call as that one curves in there. So that'll be an 0-1 count. This next one's in there. Cooper's able to pull one across his body and get that one right to left field. Finds the gap and gets himself a base hit. And just like that, Cooper will be at first base. And a base runner for the Royals to work with here, as Braden will step up to the plate now. And he'll just try to advance his runner. We'll see what he can do here. He's going to chop that one right to the mound. Scoop from Brody. Throw to first is there with lots of time to spare. And just like that, that will do it for the top of the 4th inning. 3 up, 3 down, as the Eagles aren't able. Wait. Pardon me. Not 3 up, 3 down. I forgot about that. Cooper was able to blast one through, but nonetheless, still the Royals haven't been able to break through this scoreless drought through 4 innings. They'll head to the bottom of the 4th, back on the defensive side. And, well, they're running out of innings to try and get their work done. But there's still a little bit of ball to play, so we'll see if they can play some shutout baseball here in the bottom of the 4th, and they'll take back to the bats in the top of the 5th. But they got to get through this one first. So we'll see who's on the mound. It looks to be Mitchell. One more time. At the plate is at the mound is he'll have one more inning of work before he's done. So here we go. We'll get the bottom of the 4th inning underway here. It's a 4-0 Eagles lead, and they have an opportunity to extend it. So first pitch delivered, down in the dirt. Now we ball number 1. As that one gets away, and is leading things off here for the Eagles will be number 8. This is Caleb at the plate here. With no runners on any bases, he'll just look to get on a base and give them something to work with. That one delivered. Strike is the call. Strike number 1. Mitchell finds the corner on that one. We'll go 1-1 on the count now. As Mitchell looks to get out of this one without allowing any runs. That one's going to be hit right to the 3rd baseman. The scoop, throw from 5 to 3 is there in time. And a great throw there from the 3rd baseman to get the out at first.
You're the first person I saw.
And so it'll be 1 down, 2 to go here for the Perth Royals. They try to get out the side. Ooh, that one's going to be fouled back. This is number 12, Derek, at the play here. And so he'll go 0-1 down on the count with the foul ball. Gets good contact right to right field. That ball will get down, and he'll pick himself up a base hit. Have a great hard hit ball right to right field. Gets the Eagles started from the bats. And we'll move on in the order. We'll hit the bottom with number 9, Max, at the plate now. We'll see what Mitchell will do here. Strike number 1 finds the plate. And so he'll go up in the count 0-1 now. Mitchell delivers the pitch, and a swing and a miss from Max. Strike number 2, and an opportunity for Mitchell to find the punch out here if he could find one more. As we'll await it. Can Max fight against it? Swing and a miss. Strike number 3. As he gets the batter out. And so that will be a huge out there for the Royals. As there's 2 outs now. And only 1 needed to end the inning. We'll see if the Royals can make it happen. It's up to bat now. We'll go back to the top of the order. And that one's going to get through the back catcher. Runner Derek's going to go to second. And he's going to be there with lots of time to spare. This is number 7, Daniel, at the plate here with a runner at second in a scoring position. Hits that one right past the mound. Can it be scooped by the second baseman? Throws it to first. There in time. A great recovery there by Cooper over at second base to scoop that ball. Missed it the first time. Does a spinorama, picks it up and shoots it to first in time. And so no run score in the bottom of the 4th. We'll head to the top of the 5th with an opportunity with the Royals at the bats to try and get on the board here. As they're running out of time to do so, we're in the final 2 innings of work, and we have a new pitcher coming up for the Eagles. We'll see who it is just momentarily. I believe it's going to be number 11. That's Ethan at the mound here as he tries to close things off for the Eagles and tries to end the game so they could take the top of the group. But you know the Royals are going to fight back in this one. As we'll see who's going to lead things off just momentarily. And so, we'll get off and away here in the top of the 5th inning. And leading things off, it looks to be number 25, Jude, at the plate here. So we'll see what Jude can do if he can try to get on base and give the Royals something to work with. As we'll await pitch number 1 as we're off and away. This is Ethan's first pitch from the mound. Swing and a miss. Strike number 1 going against Jude. We'll start this count off 0-1. So I'll step back up to the plate now and await the next pitch. This one delivered. Strike 2 is the call. I'll go 0-2 down on the count now against Jude. And an opportunity for Ethan to find a strikeout here if one more can get through the zone. We'll see if Jude can battle against it. Swing and a miss, strike number 3. 3 pitches is all it takes to get the first punch out for Ethan at the mound. And he's looking strong. We'll see if Perth can battle against it though as we move on in the order. Move to number 11, Mitchell, who pitched the last couple of innings and had a very strong 2 innings of outing. We'll see what he do from the plate now. Ethan delivers pitch number 1, and that one's going to be hit right to right field. Will it get down? It finds the gap and stays fair. And just like that, Mitchell's got himself a single and finds himself at first. It's a huge hit there for the Royals. Gives Perth something to work with here as we hit the bottom of the order. We got number 14, Elliott, up to bat now, so just look to advance his runner over at first. We'll see what Elliott can do here. Pitch number 1 delivered. Going to be inside, ball number 1. Be a 1-0 count. So 1 back up and deliver. That one's going to be strike number 1. Delayed call, but it'll be 1-1 as that one just catches the corner of the plate. Elliott gonna try to hit something fair here. We'd love to get a line drive. Swing and a miss. That's gonna be strike number 2. He's gotta be careful here as there's 2 strikes against him. He's gonna try to defend anything over the plate here. As he'll await the pitch from Ethan, who's trying to find his second strikeout. And he gets it. Strike number 3 is the call. And now be 2 down, 1 to go with a runner at first. We go back to the top of the order. Brings up number 21, Lyle, to the plate here. And we'll see what Lyle can do here with a runner over at first. Pitch number 1. That's going to be chopped right to the mound. Throw from Ethan to first is there with lots of time to spare. And that will do it for the top of the 5th inning. The Royals leave a runner stranded over at first, and they can't work them into a scoring position. And just like that, we'll head to the bottom of the 5th, the same way we came into the 5th inning. It's a 4-0 ball game for the Eagles. And so we'll see who takes in the mound. He's got a baseball in his hand. We'll find out a number in just a moment's time, as it will be a new pitcher, as it is the 5th inning.
I thought we were taking this side. We'll tell them to get over here.
And it will be number 6. Jackson stepping up to the mound for the Perth Royals. I remember him, he came in that very first game we saw today against the Colts team. He came in and pitched 6 strikeouts in a row. He's a phenomenal pitcher, and they put him in this game to try to shut down any more offense the Eagles could bring their way.
Oh, how'd you golf? I find there's like a pal. It's like a pal, right? Like, there's kind of like that level where if it's like, hit it.
And so here we go. The bottom of the 5th is underway here, and we'll have number 4, Elliott, of the Eagles to lead things off. We'll see what Elliott can do here as we see how Jackson's going to perform in his debut in this game. Ball number 1 is that one. Just was inside and a little high. This will be a 1-0 count. His back edger just fixes something on his glove, I believe, and he'll put it back on, and we'll get back resumed. So we're back underway. This will be a wait pitch number 1. Delivered. Strike 1 as that one gets over the plate. We'll go 1-1 to the count as Jackson tries to get established early. This one delivered. Strike 2 is the call as that one catches the top of the zone and goes 2 strikes against him now. 1-2 count, and an opportunity for Jackson to find his first strikeout of this game if one more could come through. That one's going to be high. He'll take ball number 2 and go 2-2 after that one. And strike number 3 is the call as that one goes right down the middle. And so that will be strike number 3, and then 1 down, 2 to go here
Okay, I'm just like
for the Eagles, and we move on in the order. This brings up number 10, Teddy. Teddy gets a line drive right past the second baseman. It'll be a base hit for the Eagles. Didn't open up their running, but there's still 1 out, so they have a runner on base and gives them something to work with here. This will bring up number 11, Ethan, to the plate, who pitched a couple innings in this game, but we'll see what he can do from the bats now. Jackson looking to find 2 more strikeouts here. This one delivered. That one's going to be high. So it'll be a 1-0 count to kick off Ethan's at-bat. We await the next one from Jackson. Jackson winds up and delivers. That one's just going to be chopped, but he's going to get not a lot of contact on it, and it will be fouled backwards. And so just like that, it'll be a strike against him. We'll go 1-1. Pitch from Jackson. Strike 2 as that one catches the top of the plate. And runner's going to go to second now. They're going to try to pick him off. Ooh, that's going to hit him, I believe, right square in the helmet.
He threw the ball and hit him in the top of the head.
He looks okay to go. As he's the trooper, takes that one square in the dome, but he'll be okay. And it's a successful steal of second base. It's a 1-2 count as we await the next pitch. From Jackson, he delivers. That was down in the dirt. Great catch by the back catcher, though. And it'll contain the runner at second to make him stay there. And so we'll await the pitch from Jackson. Trying to find a strikeout here. He delivers that one. It's going to be high. Gets out the back catcher's glove. Now Teddy's able to go from second to third. And just like that, he is a base hit away from adding to the Eagles' lead. With Ethan at the plate. We're deep in this count. We'll await the pitch. That one's delivered. Strike 3 is the call as that one gets the plate. And so that will be 2 down, 1 to go here. With a runner at third. A base hit scores the Eagles a run and adds to their lead. We move on in the orders. Brings up number 5, Brody. And we'll see what Brody can do here. Against Jackson. Jackson delivers pitch number 1. Strike 1. Brody goes down 0-1 in the battle. So Jackson gonna regroup here as he's trying to not let Teddy get home. Strike 2 is the call. And so he goes 2 up early. It's now an 0-2 count. And Jackson looks to finish him off. And get out of this inning. That one's going to be hit, though, right to the third baseman. The throw from 5 to 3 is there in time. And that will do it for the bottom of the 5th inning. The Perth Royals have a very successful one, playing shutout baseball, do not allow a run, and will head to the top of the 6th inning. A potential final inning, top of the inning of work. I believe the Royals will need 4. If they cannot find 4 runs, I believe that will do it.
No problem.
And so back at the mound will be number 11. That's Ethan. And we'll see what Ethan can do here.
Dude, I was in that camera.
What, Jacob? What happens if a ball hits the thing?
And so, a 4-0 lead going East Nepean's way. An opportunity to close out the game if they can find 3 more outs. But the Royals, they need 4 runs to force a bottom of the 6th inning. We'll see if they can make it happen, or if the Eagles can not allow any offense, not give up 4 runs, and take the top of Group A, and I believe book their ticket tomorrow to semifinals.
And when should we warm up?
And so here we go. We're off and away here in the top of the 6th inning. And leading things off for Perth will be number 20. This is Tristan against Ethan. Ball number 1. That one's at the eyes. And so we'll start this count off 1-0. Huge inning here for the Royals. That one's going to be fouled off, and it will go in foul territory, so nobody will be able to get under that one. It will be a strike against them. 1-1 is the count after that one. We'll await the next pitch from Tristan. Pardon me, from Ethan. Tristan at the plate on a 1-1 count. This one delivered. Finds the strike zone. Strike number 2. Oh, 1-2 count. If Ethan could find one more, that would retire the first batter. We'll see if Tristan can battle against this, though. First pitch delivered. Ooh, that's going to be behind him. He'll take a ball. We'll go 2-2 in the count now.
Guys, we're grabbing our bags. Come on, we're grabbing our bags.
2-2 count. This next pitch delivered. And that's going to be chopped right to the third baseman. Scoop from 5-3 is there in time and in the glove successfully. And he'll be out at first off a ground ball to third base. Until 1 down, 2 to go here for the Eagles. This will bring Jackson. First pitch is going to take that one inside, and it's not going to take it. That's my ball number 1, as that one was just inside. So a 1-0 count. As we await the next pitch. This one from Ethan delivered. That one's going to be hit right into right field. Gets past the second baseman's glove. He's going to go to second now. The throw to second is not there in time. It's called safe at the base. And just like that, a huge hit, hard hit, double into right field. Gets Jackson on the second base. And this brings up Crew to the plate now with a runner at second, swinging him as strike number 1, as he couldn't find contact on that one. Runner's going to go to third now. They're going to try to pick him off, but he's there in time. So we'll go back to the plate. Crew, a base hit away from driving in a run for his team and getting them on the board. That will be a ball. That one's by the eyes. So we await the next pitch. A huge at-bat. Crew. It's a foul tip, and in the glove of the catcher, that'll be a strike. 1-2 is the count. An opportunity for Ethan to find a punch out here. If one more can come through, that one's off the plate. That will be a ball number 2. We'll go 2-2 now. As he couldn't get that one through. Ethan delivers that one. That one's down in the dirt. Runner's going to go home now from third. He's going to slide in there with lots of time to spare. And just like that, the Royals get on the board there. And so just like that, I will have no runners on any bases now. It's a 4-1 game now. 3 runs separate the two with Crew at the plate. We await the pitch. This one going to be by his head. He's going to have to back down to miss that one. That one will be a ball. And that'll be ball number 4, in fact, and he'll take the first base. And that puts him at first base now. And we'll have a mound meeting here. As they try to figure something out for Ethan. As East Nepean know that there's 4 runs needed to, only 2 more outs needed to end this game, and Perth needs 4 runs to 3 more now to extend it. And so Ethan will take back his position at the mound and prepare for a battle Pitch number 1. That one's going to get cranked, and it's going to get past the shortstop. And so a great hit there by number 18, Joe. And just like that, we see runners at second and first and tying run at home plate here. Huge from the Royals. Assist brings up number 29. This is Thomas. And an opportunity, a huge one, to bring his team back into it. Ball number 1. That one's down in the dirt. So we'll start this off 1-0 for Thomas's at-bat. This next pitch is in there. That one's going to be hit right to the shortstop. Scooped, and the throw to third is there in time, and they're going to get him out. And so that'll be 2 down, 1 to go. As they couldn't get the bases loaded. So runners will stay at second and first, but now with 2 outs. One more would end the game. This brings up Cooper, number 2. She's trying to extend this game. Popped up. Can they get under it? It's in foul territory, and it just drops. Just out of the... And that one just drops out of the reach. And so we'll head back to the plate with Cooper. Trying to extend this game. Ethan trying to end it, though. Gets a hit on that one, right to Ethan at the mound. And he gets that one in his glove. And that will be out number 3. And I believe that will do it. The Eagles take this one 4-1 over the Royals. And a battle through 5.5 innings. And so we'll see handshakes come along before we see MVPs, I believe. And just like that, a beautiful battle. And that will do it. I believe that puts the Eagles at the top of Group A and puts them in the best position. And I believe the Royals end up in the bottom of their group. And I believe that will put the Colts team right in the middle. I believe we'll see MVPs before we get this game finished up. And then we'll move into, we have one more quarter-final matchup to be played here tonight. You won't want to miss it. It's going to come right after this one, live on the Kingston Baseball Association channel. So subscribe and hit that notification bell because all your KBA action tournaments are all right here. And we'll see MVPs for Nepean. And for Perth, on the Perth side, it will go to number 2. That's Cooper. Will take the MVP for the Royals in a very well-earned effort, and we'll see who's going to get it on the East Nepean side. That's going to be
Number 8.
that'll be number 8, Caleb, on the East Nepean side, winning the MVP. So Cooper for Perth and Caleb for East Nepean. But ladies and gentlemen, that will do it. We'll have one more game for today. It will be the quarterfinal matchup, I believe, between 2 Colts teams. We'll be live right here on the KBA channel. And then tomorrow we'll be back at you with the semifinals and the championship finals. Tomorrow on Championship Sunday. You will not want to miss it. The Eagles win this one 4-1 over the Royals. I've been Jake.